I felt like I was touched by an angel when I met Mr. Rogers.
We received a call from the school principal saying that something wasn't quite right with Beth. When I walked into the nurse's room, she was able to lift her left arm up and she said, "Ma, me." That's all she could do, and she was shaking violently.
And that was the beginning of a horrendous 2.5 years, which I would end up having 100 seizures a day.
There's this 1 in a million brain disorder, and it's called Rasmussen's encephalitis. And the prognosis is not good. Her brain is dying, and the only cure right now is a hemispherectomy. Dr. Carson, who is now the Secretary of HUD, at that time was the only person in the United States who was doing it, and Beth was the 6th hemispherectomy that he performed. We didn't even realize what that entailed fully, and he said it's the removal of her entire left hemisphere.
The most amazing thing happened whenever I watched Mr. Rogers. Something about his voice allowed my body to relax, and I would not have one seizure the entire half hour his show was on the TV screen.
Like you, my dear. Thank you very much for telling me that.
One day I was getting ready for work. I went down and peeked down the stairs, and she was talking to Mr. Rogers. She would say, "I'm scared. I'm scared of my surgery." I thought, well, maybe she would feel good if she got an autographed photo from him. I said, "Beth, there's somebody on the phone who said he's your friend." And she said, "A friend?" And she got on the phone, "Hi, Mr. Rogers." And Bethy said, "I'm afraid that I'm going to die. And I'm afraid I'm going to leave my brother because he's my best friend." And we were so horrified that this little 7-year-old was thinking that she was going to die. And how did he make you feel?
Oh my God, he brought me back to life. I knew I was going to survive this operation just because of what he was telling me.
Day after day, week after week, and then it was coming months, she was still in the coma.
Mr. Rogers would call the hospital to check up on me.
We were waiting in Beth's room, and in comes this man who, we only saw on TV, and he had a clarinet case. And he said, "Please, just one condition, just one requirement. I don't want any press. I want it just to be between Beth and myself." And he did every puppet voice, told her she was going to be okay. It was just one of those magical moments where you just couldn't believe what you were watching.
I know I felt it somehow. Although my mom and dad are magical, though nothing like this.
We said, "She's awake. She's awake." And I just remember him saying, "Praise God. Praise God." There's one quote that he used to say all the time, and he believed was at the root of everything.
Love is at the root of everything. All learning, all relationships, love or the lack of it.
And he really did believe that love and kindness, empathy and patience could cure everything.
He is just like the character he played on TV. I think he's a saint among saints. I don't know any other way to put it.